Developing in Mooresville tonight, an explosion at a house tragically killed the father of a local NFL player.
And here's more of what we know so far tonight. Caleb Farley, who attended high school in our area, bought that home for his father, Robert, after Caleb made it to the NFL. The explosion happened just after midnight, and Robert Farley was killed, but one person who was inside the house survived. Investigators think this blast was an accident. Caleb Farley now plays professionally for the Tennessee Titans. The team had him and his family on their minds tonight, taking a knee together after practice to pray for them. We heard from both the players and Farley's coach today.
What's important is that we do everything that we can to support Caleb, his family.
And that was the coach there sharing the same message as his players that you'll hear from them in a moment.
The New tonight, our Hunter Signs spoke to someone who knows the person who survived that house explosion.
Well, there's not much left of this multi-million-dollar home. You can see all of this debris scattered just about everywhere here behind me. This is where tragically a father lost his life, but miraculously another man walked out of this alive. As neighbors traveled home for the night, many stopped to look in disbelief. What was once a home is now only rubble.
This wasn't like a small explosion. The whole thing is just gone. And it was just standing there not too long ago. And now it's gone.
Erica Shields lives around the block. She says she heard and felt the blast this morning. She stopped by after work to see which house it was, never knowing it was the home she says her friend Christian Rogers was staying at.
I'm in total shock and disbelief, and I'm trying not to cry to find out that it was his house.
Miraculously, authorities say Rogers walked out of this destruction alive.
Angel on his shoulder, watching over him.
But Robert Farley, the father of Tennessee Titans cornerback Caleb Farley, died in the blast. Today, Caleb's coach and teammates spoke out, letting him know they're with him.
What's important is that we do everything that we can to support Caleb, his family. And do everything that we can to be there for him.
We praying for him, we love him, and we're all here for him if you need somebody to lean on.
Caleb Farley was raised in Maiden and was a Big 22 player to watch. The NFL player bought this house for his dad, who was his biggest fan, as we could tell when we spoke with him 2 years ago, right before Caleb entered the draft.
He said it'll come back to haunt them. They'll be looking and recognizing that they passed up the best corner in the draft.
Now, neighbors and friends are praying for both Farley and Rogers, still in shock by what took place.
Hope he's in a better place with God, our Father.
My colleagues did see Caleb and his family out here earlier today, but authorities say he was not here at the home when this explosion happened. Christian Rogers, the man who survived and walked out of this explosion, we are told he is a family friend. He was rushed to the hospital, but he was alert and talking.
It's Jay Coffee back with another one, and this is that kind of horrible news stories that you just never want to report on. And you heard it all the way from his high school days in Mooresville, North Carolina, coming up, father watching his games. You heard him talking to the media when he was about to hit the draft and was saying certain schools would miss out on his son, like he was a real prospect. And obviously he believed in his son, and he was right, because we see he's in the NFL as a cornerback, hell of an athlete. And he went back home and did the dream, got to play his dream in the NFL, but bought his father a home, a very happy ending. And then I just can't imagine what's going through his mind right now. He bought his father this home, and this home explodes, killing his dad at 61. It's like the ultimate uplifting, great story turned just horrible, dark, heartbreaking story. And they said that Farley showed up to the house, and the media did get pictures of him. I'm glad it doesn't seem that any of the who knows? Maybe it happened and they didn't catch it on film, because he said, "Get the fluck out of my face." But I hope that they didn't try to pester him with any interviews about how he feels at the moment. You gotta, even in this news thing, have some dignity. even when you're in the field trying to get the exclusive story. And you know what's so crazy about this story? I didn't hear any reference of it or just mention at all of what in the fuck could have happened to cause the house to explode in that fashion. As you see all the pictures, this wasn't just a small explosion. This wasn't a fire that started. This is rubble. It's literally non-existent. The house does not exist anymore. A $3 million home built on a lake that he went and got his pops, and it's disintegrated. It's shocking that that other individual, the family friend, was able to walk away alive. And I don't know, like, what do you guys think? Natural gas fire explosion or something like that? I mean, we hear of electrical fires. That's one thing, but that's not an explosion. I wonder, and, you know, don't want to go there and be negative or anything in this horrible, tragic time, but could there be foul play or something like that? I mean, crazy thing to bring up at this moment, but I don't know. How often do you hear of homes exploding, especially to a $3 million home? You know, you'd think would be of the finest quality, the craftsmanship or whatever that would be done on the house. You know, I mean, I don't know. You don't hear of homes exploding much, but you want to think that the ones that cost millions of dollars wouldn't. You heard the team supporting them, but losing your father is a very, very hard period. A family member, a loved one, but in this fashion, I mean, I truly can't imagine. And I wonder if, like, there's a song where Jay-Z says, "My nephew died in a car I bought, so by my belief, it's partially my fault," or something like that, where more or less expressing that he felt guilt over his nephew dying in that car. Like, hey, if I didn't buy that car, that never would have happened. You know, I wonder if Farley feels that way at all. I mean, obviously, he shouldn't, right? I'm not trying to put that out there in the atmosphere as truth. I'm just saying, I wonder if that's messing with him right now. But that's about it, guys. Stay tuned for updates on this story. Let me know your thoughts below in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe. It's Jay Coffee Talk. If you're new, we talk music, news, sports, and more. And I'll catch y'all on the next one. Let's talk in them comments. Thoughts, prayers out to Farley, family, friends, and loved ones. I'm gone, y'all. Peace.